Hey guys, episode 5, welcome to it. So obviously in the last video we tried to get it running, it didn't run. I ran out of time in the day. I know there's probably stuff that I could have done, quite quickly to maybe see if it would bark, but it takes a lot of time to do this, so I just ran out of time that day. I decided the best course of action was just to get a new petcock. Ordered that from China. It's taken 2 weeks to get here. Then basically it's been monsoons since then. It's supposed to be raining today, but we've got a bonus sunny day. So I thought I'd try and get an episode out, and we'll see how we get on basically. Hopefully if this thing gets fuel, it'll bark and get running, and then I'm committed to a whole world of pain, I think, with Wanda the Honda Vision. Okay, let's see how we get on. Right, so we're back in the shed, and the new petcock has arrived from China. It looks fairly similar. So I've loosened this a bit already. Now, interestingly, the old petcock has actually started to pass some fuel now. I did soak it with contact cleaner, and I tried to, as per the actual official service manual, if you blast air into the vacuum chamber, compressed air, it's supposed to release the diaphragm. However, I was unsuccessful at the time, but it has since started passing fuel, so I wonder whether it has just freed itself up. Anyway, you can see they look completely different, so I just really hope that, the internet tells me this is the right one, so we'll see. And already it's not. Fucking fucking right. Well, excuse my language. We're going to put the old one back in for now. Dad damn it. One thing after another so far with this bike. Well, it's not really. Wow. A 2.5 week wait wasn't worth it. I did the model check. It said it fit that bike. Am I going to send it back? No. I think it was 8 quid, 9 quid. So try and find another one. So not to be defeated today. I think we'll drag the Vision out and see if we can spray some stuff down its neck and see if it'll go running like that. There is another option, is that old petcock did start passing fuel, so maybe I could just try and put it back on, swap out a load of the hoses to make sure the vacuum's good. We'll give that a go. Anyway, the video isn't over. We'll crack on with some more stuff and see how we get on. Right, so we're sort of back to where we were at the end of the last video. I can't concentrate because there's a spider just absolutely annihilating some fly there. Oh my god, that's disgusting. So I guess in reality now we're actually no further along than we were at the end of the last video, which is a shame, but it is what it is. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to try what I could have done quite quickly at the end of the last video, which is try and inject it with some engine crack and see if it'll run off that. And that, to be fair, that's, I don't know if you can see it, But that was the state of the Piaggio when I went and picked that up, is it wouldn't run but squirt of this. So that told me basically that, you know, it's got spark, it's got compression, it'll run, it's just got a fueling problem. Now, at this stage, we're not even getting fuel into the carb, so hopefully the carb's cleaned out after we did that. And if we can get fuel into this thing, then maybe, who knows? I haven't even tested compression, might not have compression, I don't know. Anyway, so without further ado, will it run? Number 2. Right, so let's get to it. So I've taken the air filter off. I've got the new old stock one to go back on. It was pennies off eBay. So basically, bike on. Nothing. Bit of engine crack. Come on. Did you hear that? She wants to go. She wants to go. Right. If I can get this, some of it in the bloody hole. Right. If I could get this. Come on. Hey! It lives! It's bloody smoky. Fucking hell, is that? It lives! How cool is that? How cool is that? Right, God, what does that mean? There you have it, folks. It runs. How cool is that? Admittedly, it's not quite running off its own fuel system, which, you know, was obviously my aim for this video. And maybe if that petcock had been the right one, maybe today it would be running off its own fuel system. But bye, we heard her go. You know, so now what we've learned from that is that the engine's good. It's got compression. Everything's there and functioning. We just need to get that fuel in. So pretty chuffed with that, really. So we dodged a bullet really by it not starting last time, because that is an idle screw and that was wound all the way in. So you notice when it went, that back wheel went flat out for a second. Now, if that had happened 2.5 weeks ago with it on the dolly, well, that would have been fairly catastrophic really. So, you know, again, important lesson learnt there. Don't try and start a twist and go bike when you've got the back wheel strapped to something. Anyway, so she ran, so that's great. So what does that mean, you know, for the channel, and what do I, you know, what I do next? Well, that sort of like novelty and excitement and everything when you first take on something like this, you know, and it's like the ignorance is bliss, really. You know, you're just like, because you know, I'll cut this bit out because I've just completely blanked there. Because I've never, you know, I've never really done anything like this before to this extent, you know. and watching other people on YouTube do it, seeing how involved it is, you know, it's a bit of an eye opener really to what I'm potentially letting myself in for here. So it's going to be a big commitment if I go for this. I mean, I could just really lightly restore it, get it back. Have you seen the state of the wheels? It hasn't even got a kickstand. I think it's all or nothing. Well, that's for me to ponder on. There'll be more, that's for sure. I hope you enjoyed the video. Obviously I've enjoyed this one because we heard it go. You know, I wonder how long do you reckon that is? Bloody hell. Since that engine turned over, I'd love to know how many years that is. You know, I'll have to try and ask Patrick if I ever see him when's the last time it ran. You know, it's a good feeling really. Yeah, there'll be more. So that's episode 5 done. In the next episode, I'd assume I'm going to have maybe a petcock that works, or I'm just going to be stripping it to bits, depending on what comes first, really. Well, thanks for coming along today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and you know to do the whole like and subscribe and comment and all of that stuff. And I will see you in the next one.
Beep, beep.